Greetings and salutations, my friends. So we are in Scrimsely. We didn't quite finish exploring the town last night. As we can see, are those footprints? Yeah, as we can see, this is a rather embattled town. So let's talk to this kid. I don't think we talked to him. You're not oh well, yeah. Yeah, we did. Sumat. Like, I'm still rather awed by that word. I'm gonna have to look that up, like, if that's some kind of, vernacular. Obviously it's something, but I've never really heard such a thing. There's a book entitled Warrior Cat Tales Part 3. Everything is a pun in this game, my god, like... You gotta love it, though. Meow, welcome to the One Cat's catalog of feline fabulousness. I was a mere 2-year-old kitten when I first took on a assignment of battle. I took aim at his wadly blue flesh, unleashed a well-timed claw attack, and was out for the count. Yes, that was my first duel. That first slimy duel was a doodle. Oh man. And we got some rags. Joy. If you're looking for that old duffer I call husband, you'll find him traipsing about outside. Nothing special. Nothing special. Let's see, what else did we go? Did we visit this? We'll check the inn out. Do we need the inn? We're looking alright. Probably wouldn't hurt to rest, but we'll do that when we get there. I stayed in this humble inn just last night, but I feel every bit as exhausted as I did when I arrived. Such frightful noises I heard in the night. I felt like the earth itself was shaking beneath me. What price a good night's sleep? I ask you. What price a good night's sleep? It's very, old-fashioned way to say such a thing. We got 15 coins. I love how you find absolute... Oh, you can actually jump down. You find some really absolute garbage in some of these things. So I don't remember exactly what we checked. Did we check this house? It were like this, see? My little lad were set upon by a right big gang of monsters. Absolute terrors they were. Well, our Amos wouldn't stand for any of that, so he raids right in and rescues the little tyke. Now, our Amos, wouldn't you know it, won't hear a word of thanks. A more humble hero you couldn't hope to find. We're so heroic, we're stealing 3 coins out of their house. It's only thanks to our Amos that we're all here together as a family. What a smashing fellow he is. Take that, monster face. I'll learn you. Take that and that. We got a token. Or a mini medal. So I guess that is, this house. Did we explore everything in this town? I think we talked to Amos. Okay, so, yeah, I guess I didn't quite remember it, but my intuition kind of told me, don't sleep at the inn right now, because it will probably trigger, an event. Fortunately, though, I think we explored everything that this town has to offer. Maybe if we go, I don't know, maybe this is a 2-section town. Nope. Alright. Didn't mean to do that. Alright. Fancy that. I've gathered you've come here looking for a room for the evening. With your flashy clothes and fancy ways, I'd reckon you'd be happier staying in the next town. So, are you going to head off there now? Nope. So you're dead set on staying here in Scrimsely, are you? Sure. Well, far be it from me to turf you out. Right you are, you can stay the night. Alright. A lot of waking up in the middle of the night in this game. This is... It feels like the earth itself is shaking beneath us. Oh yeah, you can hear that. Don't be daft now, you don't want to be going outside in the middle of the night. You'll not find out... What? You'll not find aught out there? There's absolutely nothing not going on, I assure you. This game, I mean, they did a good job on kind of like replicating accents, but man, it's hard to read sometimes. At least aloud. I think I could just read it to myself. So there is a behemoth from Final Fantasy. Or a dragon? I don't know. Maybe it's a luck dragon. I'm a luck dragon. Anyone's ever seen Never-Ending Story? Showing my aim. The Scrimsely Terror. We'll fight the Scrimsely Terror. Okay, you know what? Let's equip the weapon that will, do a little bit more damage for Jimbobo. And we'll have her do dancings. Fancy footworks, evasive maneuvers. Sounds good. One thing, I can slow down this message speed, I think, in battle a little bit. I mean, I can read it, but, it is a little fast. I mean, I'd rather have it a little bit fast and a little slow, but... maybe we can try Sultry Dance. He doesn't feel the groove. One thing, like these, this is something I really like. These, if I can think of words. These, oh man. The battle messages are pretty descriptive and creative. Get everyone's defense up. And maybe we'll kiss. I don't know. Should we try sapping him? But yeah. So they're really creative. Like they say some pretty interesting things in battle. And I'd really like to kind of be able to read them. Let's see if we can leg sweep him. I don't think fancy stuff really works on him, but it wouldn't hurt. Something tells me that, oh wow, we're going to have to take immediate action. We'll have Jimbobo heal himself. We'll have him attack. You know what, in fact, we'll do a revenge and do double up. And we'll have the other characters heal everyone a little bit. I guess Millie should mid-heal herself. Can she heal even? I don't... Can't even heal. Okay, well, we'll have Millie mid-heal Ashlyn. We'll just have her do, I don't know, there's not a whole lot she can do. We'll sizz them. There we go. Well, that worked out pretty well. And who needs healing now? Carver could use it. Maybe we'll knuckle sandwich this guy. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with that ability. So I do kind of have fond memories of the term, oddly enough. But group of enemies. I want a single power or single target. Something with a little punch to it. I'll try Frizz. Yeah, that worked pretty well, I guess. But not as good as Sizz. Double up. And, I don't remember what I made Millie. Oh yeah, she's a thief. We have her, healing. We have a thief named Healing. Only here, ladies and gentlemen, only here. And we'll try Sizzle. But yeah, I think that's one thing they did really well in DQ6 was, kind of incorporating these descriptive, battles. Kind of reminds me of a Mud, which is a multi-user dungeon, which was pretty much the, when we win. It's pretty much the forebearer of MMOs, but it was all text-based. It kind of so everything was described. So it reminds me of that. Pretty cool stuff. So we defeated the Terror. Got 310 experience, which is crap. Ashlyn's dancer level increases. She's a rising star, and she learned a new ability, Cop Out. Well, not bad. Like I said, a lot of our people aren't going to really skill up much. Hold on a minute, this monster... I can't allow you to take this monster's life. What? This is quite the plot twist. What's happening here? Oh. Someone, anyone. We have to help our Amos. Amos, it's you! So he's like a were thing? Were behemoth? You saw it all, didn't you? Well, yeah, just kinda standing there, bro. There's no use trying to hide it from you now. This monster is indeed none other than our Amos. We can't get into it now, and we won't get a wink of sleep. I'll tell you all on the morrow. There'll be no more monsters disturbing your sleep tonight, I can assure you. So, yeah, so Amos is a big monster that kicks apart the town. It'll be interesting to find out what that's all about. I get the feeling like it happened when he was trying to defend the town. The earth shaking was no dream, something is terribly amiss in Scrimsely. Who knows what dark secrets the people of this humble town hide in their hearts? The mind boggles. Well now, you've seen all that you've seen. I've got no choice but to spill the beans. Sorry that I'm not using these strange contractions and stuff, but I'm not really in the mood. Ever since Amos got bitten on his backside, he's gone through certain changes on a nightly basis, and oh my fucking god. You guys probably didn't hear that, but there's cats fighting outside in front of near my window. And you know, if you've ever heard cats fighting, you're not expecting it. It's kind of unsettling. At first I was like, what's that horrible growling? Scrimsely terror coming from me, I guess. But, sorry if that tripped me up a little bit for a second. Now our Amos here is a hero in this town, and he got himself into this terrible state fighting to save us all. We weren't going to force him to leave town no matter what type of nocturnal activities he might be involved in. We'll all be very grateful if you could keep what you saw last night under your hats. Don't breathe a word, you hear? Well, you know, so that's pretty reasonable. Maybe we can talk to people a little bit. My heart aches for poor Amos. He has no knowledge of the monster swarm he takes on when the sun goes down. You're not Scrimsely foot. Oh, well, he says the same thing. So, maybe there's a cure? Maybe we can help him? So it seems the monster is out of the bag, and you know Scrimsely's darkest secret. The folk of Scrimsely have had no choice but to learn to live with it. Our Amos is the reason that people of Scrimsely are still alive and well. We can't just go abandoning him. Just lock ourselves in our houses and let him have a wander around. He's no bother, really. Interesting. You see, you know, these are pretty decent people, really, that they're doing that. I see that you did not heed my pleas to leave this town. Now you know why I tried to warn you off. But I pray that you heed my plea this time. Do not, under any circumstances, tell Amos the truth. If he were to know, Amos would flee Scrimsely in order to protect us from his monstrous swarm. I beseech you not to speak a word of this to him. My gum, I've never seen the like of it, I tell you. Hordes of monsters there were. As you'll discover, we don't take kindly to outsiders disturbing the peace in Scrimsely. Luckily, our Amos, hero of the hour, stopped them in their tracks. That Amos, he's a right good sort, he is. Okay. Well, let's see what he says. We may have showed those monsters up before, but it's not as if we've got naught to worry about. Every night it is now like clockwork. What's that you say? You know all about it? Well, keep it to yourselves, you hear? Okay, I don't know. Should we tell Amos? Should we go in and tell him? Do we have that option? I tell you, Sumat, that poor Amos does not but sleep all day long. Sumat not that word. I should name the main character Sumat. He does nothing but sleep all day. Wouldn't it be a fine thing if he could sleep through the night as well? Yeah, I guess so. But if we're like this, so yeah, okay, well, I guess they don't say anything different. And then we'll go in here. Maybe she says something now. So I take you met our Amos when his are not feeling quite himself. They say the poor fellow can't remember anything in the morning. I wonder if some seeds of reason would help. I gathered some for the old duffer I called my husband once upon a time. As I recall, you could pick up seeds of reason on the peak of mountain that lies north of Scrimsely. But back in my day, there were no gangs of monsters wandering around, I tell you. What's become of the world? We dearly love to help our Amos, but no one in Scrimsely got the gumption to go up there themselves. It's just too flippin' dangerous. So, well, I'm glad we went in there and talked to her. I thought, well, she's not going to tell us anything. But she does. Does the old guy say anything? Remus is suffering from suffering from not less severe form of sleepwalking. In my youth, I were prone to the occasional bout of sleepwalking as myself. I better have picked some seeds of reason for me. I knocked him back, and I were right as rain. Okay, so, what I'll do is, I'm going to make this one, I'm going to put a little edit in here, because, I need to get some refreshment. And then we will pick up from where we left off, and, go visit that, mountain. Maybe we'll talk to Amos real quick. So I will be right back. Greetings and salutations. I am back from getting my snack. I think this game is really starting to rub off on me. Wasn't a pun, but bad poetry for rhyming. Anyway, so we're going to look for that mountain, I guess it was. It's been 15 minutes, but somehow I forgot. Yeah, we're gonna look for a thing. And we're gonna go get another thing and give it to Amos. That's all we really need to know. And we should probably switch Jimbobo back to the boomerang. Oh wow, they're getting savage now, kids. Casting Sizz, blowing fire on us. So there won't be much more grind fest for me. As you guys know, I kind of over leveled a bit. That's a very bad habit, I guess, that I got from playing RPGs. Some games kind of discourage you from overleveling, others kind of force you to do it. This is one that kind of discourages you because you need to, you really want to be a little bit weaker than the enemies in the area to get battle points, I guess you call them, to level up your jobs. So it's going to be a while before we see Jimbobo and Carver and all them, and really get any job level ups. Which is, that's okay, we'll live. It just means a little more work at the end, really. Level 28, 5 hit points, 4 magic points, attributes. Strength, agility, resilience, wisdom. Now, I don't think any of the effects of your class change are really permanent. That looks I guess that's what we want there. I think they just kind of temporarily modify your stats, kind of like in Final Fantasy Tactics or Final Fantasy V, where you could swap around classes pretty easily. And you didn't really have to worry about your stats going down. They would always kind of match some pork. Oh my god, that's a real distraction. Porkers. Oh, the enemies in this game are just awesomely funny. Satire, like these games got to the point where they were satirizing, they're parodying themselves. I guess it's more of a parody, parodying themselves. Excuse me. But yeah, so as I was rambling about pointless things, sniping marksman. Yeah, so, I don't really think there's any real consequence to you know, having certain classes or not having them, aside from just not having access to the class. And of course, if you did stay at a low level, you are leveling up your classes more efficiently. So that's something to keep in mind. So is this what we want, even? Yeah, that's what we want. Very strong and unfriendly. Well, that's good because we need to fight strong things. Another thing about this game that's actually really cool, but it can kind of bite you in the ass because your party, you know, will always kind of stay a certain way, I guess you can say, is that everyone gets experience from fights, even if they're not in the fight. But the only problem with that is if you're over-leveled, you're gonna stay over-leveled. Like, you can't just switch someone out and, you know, they won't get experience. And that's not really too bad. A Cloud Surfer. It's like Fat Evil Goku. And the Cloud Surfer is defeated. And everybody was happy. Nothing there. It's a shame, I was really hoping that we could get Millie's Thief level up. Because I'm pretty sure that they get you get a bonus to getting, or to your chance to get items. Should have been nice. Of course, these guys are nasty. These are probably some of the most dangerous enemies I've encountered. Not that it's really that big of a deal. Nevin's level 20, how sweet. 11 MP. I think Nevin, you know, I said I didn't really like him a whole lot as a character. Like, I don't like his sprite. I don't like his portrait. I don't like his stats. So I think once he gets some jobs under his belt, I think he'll probably be a pretty useful character. He's just one of those types that have to get there. We should probably heal up. One thing I would really love to have would be a heal all spot. I've said this several times now. That's because I really, really mean it. Okay, so, I'm gonna run from some fights, actually. I don't think that would hurt us. I'm gonna run again. Might as well, because, you know, we're already pretty high level. Oh, well, we'll run away. We're having good luck running. I wonder if that's got something to do with the Millie being a thief. I remember having a thief in Final Fantasy, in the original one. It always seemed that that character could run from battles and no one else could. Yeah, we'll fight this one. Why not? And we'll run from these. So this place is probably going to be pretty big. And, confusing to navigate. I'm getting that vibe. And this might end up being a rather long episode. I might split it up. We'll see. I'm very particular about exploring dungeons thoroughly. Oh, Millie stole a cloak of evasion. Millie obtained a cloak of evasion. Well, that's nice. And we have a few paths here. I guess we'll go back down, because we did not explore the other path. No, I might edit these videos a little more. Maybe get the parts where I'm wandering around the dungeon out. I don't know. Like, part of me thinks it might make it a little smoother. Part of me thinks, well, maybe people want to see me wander around the dungeon. Yeah, that is kind of part of the fun. It's kind of finding your way through the game. So let me know what you think. Yeah, I'm probably not going to edit them, but it's something I am toying with. It's an idea. Oh well, that was a waste of time. That happens though. And we'll flee. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, enemies. More enemies. You always get random battles when you don't want to fight. That's something I always noticed about these games. When you're like kind of like trying to grind up levels and you're you know, walking back and forth, waiting to fight something, hoping something will attack you. It never happens. Well, it does. It, you know, it takes a while. Situations like this, however, when you're just trying to get through the dungeon, they wouldn't even let me get in the door. They wouldn't even let me get in. Oh man. Yeah, just try and get through the dungeon. You know, the game always attacks you. Okay, well this looks important. I guess I'll kill them. Oh my god, those cats are fighting out there again. They sound like demons. Demonic creatures. Maybe they are. Maybe there's killer clowns out front, out behind my house. Oh, Ashland's level 20. Yeah, is that even a thing anymore, the killer clowns? No, it's, you know, I've talked to people who've had experiences with them, but no one's talking about them lately. Of course, everyone's too busy talking about the election. I'm not going to say anything about it. It's kind of beyond the scope of what we're doing here. I will say this though, and this happens every election cycle. I do take an interest in politics and things like that. You know, not a massive one, I guess, but you know. But I'll tell you, I am so tired of hearing about it at this point that I just want it all to be over. I just don't want to hear about it anymore. I think a lot of people probably would agree with me. Yeah, that's either way. It's, you know, neither here nor there. I always kind of come to that point, really with a lot of things, honestly. Some things, they just get pounded into the ground by media, and social media, and alternative media, all that crap we have nowadays. We're not crap, but Oh, cool. Oh, we got attacked. Like, I can't even escape it at work. You're arguing it out at my job. It's like, please, can we just... something else, please. So there's a treasure. Okay, well, we'll go down here. See what we got. I'll fight these things, why not? That's one good thing about this game, is the massive amounts of experience you need to level up. Like, some of the numbers are just... I don't really think it's any higher than a typical RPG. But the way this game works, you go to the priest and they tell you how much you need after you've been playing the game and fighting things for 20 minutes, and you go, oh my... Those cats are really fucking each other up out there. Man. I wish those cats would stop. I don't know if they're strays or if they belong to someone, but... Ugh. We had a cat, and there'd be... And it was kind of weird, because I think only... Oh yeah, it was him. I'm getting confused. It was funny because, we didn't get him neutered. So, he had all his cat instincts, I guess you can say, his male cat urges. And I guess female cats would come by the house sometimes, and he would sing to them in that lovely cat voice. He was a pain in the butt. A rather smart-looking plant is poking his head through the thicket. Try to uproot it? This can't go well. Sure. Boy, that hurts, The plant can speak. How would you like it if I just sauntered along one day and tried to pull your head off? I'll hazard a guess that you're in the market for some seeds of reason, am I right? Sure. Listen, they're seeds. You're not going to get them by uprooting me. What are they teaching kids today? Well, this is definitely a reasonable plan. If it's seeds you're after, there's bound to be some lying on the ground around here. Have a look, why don't you? Oh, you're in random battles. Now see, I'm just hitting the A button. I don't know if that works though. Nothing. Oh. A handful of seeds of reason. Nice. How'd the hunt go? You found what you're looking for? I'm not going anywhere, so if you ever need any pearls of wisdom, come and have a word. Oh. Interesting. I don't know, maybe we can visit that plant again later on and get life advice or something. Alright, so let's go down. We got attacked. I do want to see. All these accents and stuff in this game are starting to get to me. Yeah, I do want to see what's in this treasure chest, as I repeat myself yet again. I do apologize for that. I generally do these videos like right after I get home from work, and I'm a little punch drunk from the old job. That's life. Not a bad thing. yeah, if I sound a little tired or goofy or both sometimes, that's what that is. And we'll go down here. I will say it's very nice playing this game and relaxing and enjoying it at the end of the day. I mean, that's really what one of the nice things about video games is, right? A little bit of escapism as we escape from battle. We don't want to go there, do we? No, because we want the sweet, sweet treasure. As I've said before, I am a complete and utter treasure whore. I have to get all the treasures all the time, forever. I haven't even looked at the drop tables in this game. Oh my god, they're tearing Millie up. Run! I haven't even looked at the drop tables in this game because I just don't want to know. I would never finish it. I would never get a class level up or anything because I would be trying to get everything. Oh, what luck, a morning star. Sounds fun. I like morning stars. Let's see if Millie likes morning stars. I don't know. She can't use it. Can Ashlyn use it? She can and does already have one. So we did that for nothing. That was a good old-fashioned waste of time. Yay. I don't know. I don't know why so many of the treasures in this game are just ass. There was another game that I did. I didn't do a video of it. It was a fairly good RPG. It was based heavily off of Dragon Quest. It had a little Final Fantasy thrown in. And it was interesting. It was an interesting game. Fairly well done. But it had some problems. One of the problems was, so at least in this game, you do find good things in boxes and stuff. You know, you might find a lot of junk, but you do find good things. In that game, you never found anything good, ever. There's one area towards the end of the game where you find good items. That was it. Like, you pretty much just had to buy stuff. That is how you got items. It's just buy it. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think, you know, there were a couple, I am exaggerating, there were a couple weapons and things hidden in the game here and there every now and then, but for the most part. But yeah, just buy it from the shop. And yeah, the problem with that is, like, if you like to explore, like, that's one of the things I like in games, is exploring stuff. Especially RPGs. And if you like to explore, there's really no incentive to explore and look around the game because you're not going to find anything. There was actually an MMO, very badly made one, and I'm not going to say the name, because you know, sometimes people really love things, and you know, I'll sit there and bash it, especially since it was like a cash shop. I don't know, and I hate them. Like, regardless, I just think it's a terrible model. But there was an MMO where you could, they didn't do the maps right. They didn't put barriers in properly and stuff. So, the collision was done incorrectly. So, there are places where you could get into places you shouldn't be able to get in. And that's not unusual. Just about any kind of modern game will have a few areas like that. It's just the nature of the animal. But they're very common in this one. And you could even like get under the main hub in the game, which was kind of cool. And it ended up being the whole reason I played it, is that I would see where I could get to that I wasn't supposed to be. So that's my pointless story for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I think this has been a longish episode. I'm sure it's been a long episode, actually. And with that said, I think I'm going to cut it off here. We'll give Amos, give our buddy the magical seed tomorrow and see what happens. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I've had a blast playing this game and sharing it with you as always, and I will be back with more. So until next time, good luck and happy gaming.